Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are making this DIY no-sew zipper bag. It is functional. You can see it here. You can use it for your pens. You can use it for your makeup. You can put whatever you want inside. For example, I've just got my Artesprix pens in here, but you can use them for school bags. You can use them for makeup, whatever you want. Parents, you can supervise with your young ones. Teens can definitely do this, and any adult, obviously. They're super duper easy. So if you guys want to see how easy it is to make this no-sew bag, let's get started. Whoop! Here are some of the supplies that you may have laying around the house that will be perfect for this. So you can use felt, fabric, you could use scrap fabric, whether it's an old t-shirt, towel, whatever it may be. You can use a pair of scissors, a rotary blade. You can spruce it up by adding some pieces of, string. You can add some like little felt balls like this. You can add some little pom-poms. You can add some vinyl to this. You could cut out felt pieces and glue them on. The possibilities are endless. This is a no-sew project, so you're definitely going to want some sort of adhesive. Today, we're going to be using the Fabric Tack by Beacon. Definitely check that out. It is amazing. It's permanent adhesive that bonds to fabric, lace, glass, leather, wood trim. You're going to need some sort of adhesive. Things that are optional that you may have on hand is a rotary mat and maybe a little iron of some sort. So that way if you're going to be applying any sort of iron on, or maybe you want to be able to iron down your fabric so that way you can straighten them down. So that's just optional as well. You definitely don't have to have it for this project, but those are one of those things. Today we're going to be using the Oliso. You're also going to need a zipper. Now this could be a brand new zipper. A lot of us crafters already have these on hand. If you don't, if you're doing the Walmart pickup right now or the Michael's curbside pickup, you can get these and they're like $1. They're super affordable. Also, you could repurpose and maybe take them off an old pair of pants or something like that. So definitely look into that. So you're going to need a zipper of some sort. All right, here we go. Now you can make these bags as big or as small as you want to. It just depends on your zipper size. So like for example, this one here, I can go super long or I could cut it down and go super short. Just make sure when you guys are working with these zippers that you take them down this way so you don't accidentally say, okay, I want it this size and I chop off the zipper. So make sure you guys are placing that zipper further down. Make sure when you're figuring out how big you need that to be, you're including this side that has the zipper. Now, like I said, we could cut these as big or as little as we want. Today, I'm going to be using fat quarters. And what I like to do for these is they're already folded in half and in half again. So I'm going to unfold it just like so. All right. And then I'm going to figure out about how big I want it. So say that I want this one to be a little bit bigger. Maybe I'm going to have it for a makeup bag. All right, so what I'm going to do first things first is I'm going to take my little mini iron here and iron out some of these wrinkles. Now, if you guys have not checked out this little mini iron from Oliso, I highly recommend you guys do. As you can see, their products are amazing and it zips through here like a breeze. So definitely check that out. They're super affordable. I think they're 49 bucks. Take off this excess and just get everything straight. I'm going to take my ruler here, right across here. Next thing, I'm going to figure out how long do I want it to be, how wide. And remember when we add this glue, we're going to lose about 1/4 of an inch. So I'm probably going to keep that in mind. So say that I want it to be around 8 inches. I may go 8.5 inches. I think I'm going to do 9.5. Now, like I said, you could do this as small as you want to, or as big, just kind of depending on what fabric you have and what zipper you have. All right. And I'm happy with that. Now, if you wanted to, you could come in and maybe you want to take a little bit more off the top of the bag. If you did, because see, we're going to have that bottom piece together there. And I could always bring this over, just making sure everything's straight. Come over here, line it up at that 7.5 mark and cut. Now, once again, you can totally do this with scissors. And you don't have to have the mat. You can just basically trim. You can freehand this. So don't worry about that at all. Here we go. Here comes the fun part. So this part, we need it to be this way. So this is how we're going to add in that zipper. So this is what we're going to do to figure that out. So to figure out my sizing here, I'm going to do that now. And then I'm going to trim off any excess. Like I said, making sure that zipper is on the inside there. And what we need to do is I'm going to glue it down this way. So if you face your fabric the right side towards you, your zipper is going to lay down perfectly just like so, okay? So it's going to be face down. There's your zipper. We have it all the way to the end. You could do it in the middle if you want to, a little bit over, whatever works best for you. So what we're going to do is take our adhesive, and like I said, this is the one I'm using today. You could definitely use super glue and all of those things. So I'm going to go ahead and get this down just like so. And then I'm going to line this up across the top. Then I'm going to firmly go across this and start pressing that into the fabric. If you're going to be using any sort of other adhesives, you may want to put on your tabletop to protect it. You may want to use some parchment paper, wax paper, whatever it may be. So now what we're going to do is you want to let that set and dry for just a few minutes. If you want to and you have them on hand, you can definitely use some fabric clips. They look like this. And you could definitely go across here and clip this down to kind of help hold it in place. You can also use some little clothespins. These are mini ones here, but you could definitely use the ones out of the laundry room, and you can use those to go across as well. Any sort of little clamp that's going to kind of hold that down. So you can definitely run across there, or you can simply just leave it there and let it dry. It's been about 5 minutes, and it's getting pretty tacked to me. Okay, so at that point, I've just removed those pieces there. I'm going to go ahead and spin this around, and we're going to repeat that process over here. So you can see how our zipper's like this. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to add our glue, and then we're going to line this all the way across the top. Once again, if you would like, you could take your little clips or pins and clip all the way across that to help secure. Now, while you're waiting for this side to dry, you're pretty ready to go to get your size. Just be gentle with it. So I'm going to go ahead and spin this to the side. I'm just going to make sure when I do this that I line both sides up. I may want to take my zipper. The best way to move this zipper around is to make sure this piece is sticking out. So you can grab it and kind of pull this way, or if you need to push that way, just make sure you have this piece out. It makes it a little easier. Okay, I just want to move it down just a little bit so it's out of my way. And what you want to do is go across here before you add your adhesive and just make sure that everything's nice and straight. So what we're going to do is just open this right up and add some tack all the way from one end to the next. Now I'm also going to make sure I get this little zipper point right down here, just like that. We're going to lay down that fabric all the way across and press them together. The adhesive down. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make sure we get that zipper part right here. Just making sure I'm not skipping anything. Okay. And what I like to do is before I lay that down, I'll go from this side to that side, just to make sure everything's nice and straight. Now, once again, if you wanted to, you could always go through and clip those, just run all the way down, clipping the entire thing if you would like. Now, if not, like I said, let it set for around, 5 to 15 minutes. At this point, we're just going to let the bag set. Once you feel that it's been long enough, what we're going to do is flip these bags side right. So what we're going to do is make sure, so if your zipper's around here or so, you want to open it up more further this way. Once again, to do that easy, you can definitely just flip this up and it's going to help push it in that direction, okay? Because, say for example, if I just sit here and try to push on this, it doesn't want to move, but if you push that, if you hold it open, if you will, it's going to go so much easier. So you're definitely going to want to scoot that little guy back down a little bit. Just makes it easier for flipping the bag around. And then you're just going to take and grab this, very gentle, especially if you're like me and rushed the drying time. And then we're going to flip it around, push in on our corners here, just like that. And there we go. So we're gonna flip this around. There we go. And then we're gonna do the same thing to this side. It's just gonna go in just like so. Now the next thing that you could do to make this a little better, take our adhesive. This is definitely optional, this part here. It's just gonna help hold that down. You're gonna run across just like so. And we're gonna get that down. So we're just gonna get that adhesive right across there. And we're gonna hold that. We're going to push that down together again. Your adhesive will dry clear, so don't worry about this if you can see it just like that. It's going to dry clear. So there is your no-sew zipper bag. Now to spruce this up and make it a little bit more fun, we could come in and add either like some little felt balls. You could go across there and add some super cute design. Or you can take some super cute, lace or ribbon or stuff like that. So for example, I'm going to use these here. I've had these in my stash for a long time and I think it's finally their time to shine. So I'm going to use these. So I'm just going to go across just like that. I'm going to take our fabulous scissors here and cut these down to size. Now that we've got these trimmed down to size, we're going to set those aside, and then we're going to take that same fabric tack and just go across these and get them down. Insert something that's going to protect the other side. I'm just using a piece of scrap plastic. This is off of a piece of iron-on, but you could use parchment paper, anything that you have on hand, a piece of paper, cardstock. Just put that right inside. That's going to help it from gluing from one side to the next. Once again, we're going to take our adhesive, but this time we're going to do it on the back side of your yarn, ribbon, whatever you're using. And I'm going to go across there. That way we know the exact placement. We're going to put it down and just push that down into the bag. And there you have it. How super cute is this bag? It's a ton of fun to make, super easy. Use what supplies you have on hand and just have fun with it. Now make sure you guys share your projects over on Facebook and Instagram and use the hashtag. I will have all of these hashtags linked down below, as well as a few others that would love to see your projects. Make sure that you go and check out all of your other favorite influencers just to see if they're doing this challenge. They probably also have a lot of fun projects set up for you. Now make sure that you check out all of our Instagrams and Facebook during this next 15 days, and we will be sharing the current giveaways that are going on. We're going to have giveaways from Beacon, as well as Xyron, Fiskars. Oliso is going to be letting us give away a mini iron. I challenge you guys to make a no-sew zipper bag with what you have on hand. Make sure you use those hashtags so we can see what you're making. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.